Good afternoon. We're here today with Pete Hitchcock. Pete is with Olsen Roofing in Long Beach, California. Pete, can you tell us a little bit about your experience as a contractor? By that I mean what you do and how long you've been doing it. Residential, commercial, the whole thing.
Well, I started in the roofing business with my family roofing business way back in the early 60s. Left them late 60s and went to work for Olsen Roofing. I've been there ever since. And essentially, the bulk of our work is residential re-roofing. We do a lot of new construction for home on-your-lot type builders, room additions, whatnot. We do our share of commercial work as needed for various different steady customers. And it's gone to the point where Mark and I are running the business now for Ken and having a good time.
Great. That's good. How do you feel about doing business with South Coast Shingle, and what might it be that you prefer over some of their competitors?
Well, I'm confident that I'm going to get what I'm looking for. Good service, good people, prompt service to boot, competitive pricing. Can't ask for more than that.
That's great. We appreciate that. Pete, is there any single story about working with South Coast Shingle that stands out in your mind?
You know, actually, there's nothing that comes to mind. It's almost boring to call here and expect nothing but good service and fair pricing and on a regular basis. Nothing to stick out in my mind.
Great. Well, that's good. We'd like to hear that.
No complaints.
Let me ask you this. If you were going to recommend South Coast to a fellow contractor, what would you tell him?
First of all, I tell them that you can't beat the service, you can't beat the clientele. They're good people, they're friendly, and you can't beat the prices. And you don't need anything more than that.
Direct and to the point. I appreciate it. One final thing. Would you be willing to repeat after me and finish the sentence? Because of South Coast Shingle,
Because of South Coast Shingle, I feel confident I'm going to be able to furnish my customers with quality service, prompt service, and competitive pricing. And that's the extent of it.
That's good. Well, Pete, we appreciate your time today. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.